Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the block. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the block.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Ask Jen on the Uprising Network. I'm your host and your most honest homegirl, Jen. If you watch my show, I feel like we can agree on a few things. We all a little messy. Sometimes things be our fault, but we all want to be seen and heard. I miss talking to you all so much, and I know you miss me too. I am going through these questions. You all have started new relationships, got new families, kept stealing. But overall, several of you have started over, brand new. But for those of y'all who haven't, come here. Can I ask you a question? Why are you so afraid to start over? Leaving on those dead ends, ending a toxic relationship, and even starting a new job, right? All of those things are frightening. But we know better is on the other side of what we are too afraid to do. We convince ourselves that if we try something new, everything will fall apart. But what if it finally goes right? Familiarity is not safety, and sometimes comfort is a trap with better furniture. Since this is the first episode of the new year, let's cheers to taking risks in 2025. Speaking of risky, sending a stranger personal questions is pretty much so, but if y'all didn't do that, I wouldn't have a show. So let's get to it. I am certain me and my best friend of 20 years are growing apart. She got married a little over 2 years ago and is part of a wives club. She often does activities with them. Their kids hang out together and they even do large couple date nights. Our phone calls are becoming less frequent and we are spending less time with one another. How do I address the drift in our friendship without looking like I want to be the one to end it? People are imperfect and transitions are normal. Your friend joining this group of other women who she feels she has something in common with does not mean she does not have space for you. I know you recognize that the calls are less frequent and you all aren't spending more time with one another, but what are you doing to address the situation? Friendships have ebbs and flows just like every other relationship. I know you recognize that your friend is spending a little more time with this new group of women, and maybe it's because they have more things in common. I know you mentioned that you all been friends for almost 20 years. Assess the friendship. Since you all first got together into now, what has really changed about your friendship? In what ways have you all grown together? And see if you all still have things in common. If not, we got to address a second thing. Who is the initiator of the hangouts? If you want to see your friend more and you want to talk more, how often are you calling her? How often are you setting up things for her to do? Are you trying to visit her home with her and her kids? I feel like, especially with moms and wives, it's easier to get in the flow with other women who are doing the same thing because it's not like, oh, I have to find a sitter or I have to leave my house and do other things. It makes it so much easier. So how easy are you making it to hang out with your friend? I don't think if you bring it up to her, especially after 20 years, she's going to think you're trying to end it. I feel like 20-year friendships are very, very rare, and you should try to hang on to it unless she did something wrong to you. Hanging out with other wives and mothers is not nothing wrong. So fix it. I love how you show up on camera. Thank you. I want to do something similar, but I don't have the personality. How do I start? Get in front of a camera. Just start. I don't feel like you even need a personality to be on camera. There are a lot of people with no personalities that are able to show up on camera. How committed do you want to be to it? That's really all that matters. I don't think the personality is really a thing unless like you're trying to interview. You do want to be someone that people want to talk to, but if showing up like me is not something that you're interested in, how do you want to show up? One thing I understand is there is an audience for everybody, and every show does not have to look like mine. Figure out your people, show up on the camera how you want to, and I promise you, you can be just as bright or brighter than me. I don't got to be the only girl in the game. I have always been a long hair girly, but a pixie is calling my name. I know that's right. I love a switch up. A woman who cut her hair is about to change her life. When I bring it up to my boyfriend, he never said it directly, but he makes jokes and playfully alludes to the fact that he never wants me to cut my hair. I want a change, but I also want to keep my man. What should I do? So, I don't think this is the best advice, but it's my advice, so I'm giving it. How bad you want him? How bad you want him? Like, let's keep it very, very real. I feel like be a daredevil. Cut that hair anyway and see what he do. He not gonna leave you if you cut your hair, but if it get down to it, if you think he being a little too funny, you can definitely leave him. You know, I tell everybody to dump that man. what would I do for a Klondike bar? Leave my nigga. Like, it don't matter. Like, I feel like, girl, cut that hair, get that pixie. It's getting hot out. Don't nobody want all that long hair down their back. I don't think that man gonna leave you. And if he do, get another one with that new haircut. Okay. Hey, Jen. I have been having the same fuck buddy on and off for the past 10-ish years. That is a problem in itself. There's nothing wrong with the sex, but I am tired of being fucked on. How do I tell him it's over? Just like that. I am tired of being fucked on. Having sex with the same person for 10 years, it don't go nowhere but sex. I am not judging you, but that is a very interesting choice to be making. I would say make a better one, especially if you're tired of being fucked on. Maybe he will change his ways. Maybe he'll start taking you on dates so y'all do something a little more. But girl, at this point, 10 years, fuck buddy, yeah, end it. I don't even know why you're trying to be polite about the situation. It needs to go. Find you something else to do. Knit, paint, take pottery classes, anything but fuck on the same guy for 10 years. Anyway. I'm tired of my family depending on me to the point I want to leave my hometown and them behind. I feel guilty, but is this a good decision? This is so interesting because I literally just watched a clip of Oprah and some therapist on her podcast talking about this. Oprah said, God did not make you to be a vehicle for other people's relief. If your only reason for being in your hometown is to take care of your family, I feel like you should leave. I wouldn't say they're better without you, but if you're trying to let your family know that I am more to this family than an open wallet and a resource, see how they do without you. I feel like you should not be scared to leave them behind, and you're not leaving them behind. They're still your family. You still care about them. You just won't be at reach for them to use you at any time that they want to. And I feel like, honestly, you should take that away from them and see how much they really do care about you and how much your presence really matters to them without you pouring out. I know it's hard to leave your family behind. I'm a big family person, but when it comes down to the fact that you feel like you're being used, you got to let them figure things out for themselves. Good luck. Next question. I've been dating the same person on and off for almost 10 years. So I'm getting old. Why do so many of us have 10 and 20-year relationships? We have both been in relationships with other people, had children with other people, and there's even a divorce between us. Recently, he let me know that he wants to give us another try. Do you think it's possible for us to start over with all we've been through? Yes. Y'all would not be starting over. I don't know what y'all would be restarting, but it's definitely not starting over. 10 years, relationships with other people, a divorce, whatever you getting, it's not a clean slate. I don't know what it is, but it's not a clean slate. If you want to date him, if you feel like you're still interested enough in him to be able to date him again, absolutely. But don't go into this with the notion that you are starting over. This is not a start over. Y'all got stepkids now. Y'all got families. Y'all got exes. It sounds messy, but baby, this is America. A felon is the president. Y'all can do whatever y'all want. Good luck. Next question. I am interested in creating a graphic novel. I know I can draw, but I know nothing about publishing, printing, or marketing. I know it's good and I am passionate about it, but I don't know how to get it off the ground. Where should I start? First of all, I appreciate you all's confidence in what you all believe I can answer. I know absolutely nothing about graphic novels, but I do got my girl Mia Ray, and what she say? God and Google. I can't help you get it off the ground. I have no idea how to market a graphic novel or anything about them. But I know if you get your butt on TikTok or YouTube University, use your resources and figure out who to use, where to go, and research this enough to figure it out for yourself, you can get wherever you want. We are watching new artists come out every single day. We are watching people put their art in front of the masses online. Anything that you want to put out, I believe you can do. The best of luck. And if you get a chance, send me your graphic novel and I can put it on the couch on the show. You know, I'll be having my little table with the books. I don't got it today because it's just me, but maybe I'll see it soon. Good luck. Next question. My sister and I do not get along. We have not spoken in over 5 years. My father is aging and now we have to talk to get his affairs in order. I want to address our relationship, but I think it will get in the way of handling business. Should I air everything out or do business as usual and go our separate ways? Do business as usual and go your separate ways. I feel like, especially when you're handling something as serious as grief, no disrespect to our relationship, but it's not about you all at this time. handle your father's affair. But what I'm hoping is naturally through you all working so closely together on something that you both love, there's potentially an opportunity to reconcile your relationship. I love my sisters. I don't like when sisters fight. So I hope y'all get it together. This question is really, really good. And I want to make sure that I answered it on screen. What are some upgrades you've made that have changed your life? Excellent question. The first one is activations. There is this app called Superhuman that I absolutely love. Anything that you are trying to do, like if you want to start working out, if you want to clean your house, if you just want good energy and positive vibes, they have like these meditation soundtracks that like are, I guess, like mindset changing. The app is very, very expensive. It's $30 a month, but I started subscribing to it and I cannot live without it. I drive listening to the activations. I go to sleep listening to the activations. Like they say things like, you are your highest self. You are walking into your dream home. You're looking to your left and your family is very, very happy to see you. You're very successful. You have $5 million in your bank account. All types of different things that you really, really want to hear from your higher self. They got it on that app. Look into it. They got a free trial. Love it. Also, another upgrade that I made to my life that I absolutely love, a car wash subscription. It sounds very, very simple, but you don't know how dirty your car be and how much you avoid going to the car wash until you have paid in advance and realize I can go to the car wash whenever I want. It is really something simple that can boost your confidence. When you're driving on the street and you know your car is clean, you just be feeling better. So the car wash subscription is definitely another upgrade I made to my life. The third one is, honey, if I need help, I'm hiring it. I was very anti house cleaner, laundry service, meal prep. You know, I'm an African lady. I do the cooking. I do the cleaning. I'm mama. I'm supposed to handle everything. But as Jen and everything else in my life got busier, I realized if I don't ask or pay somebody to do these things, nothing in my house is going to get done. So make sure that you are hiring out for the things in your house as often as possible. For me, the one that is the most sustainable is laundry service. If you find some type of dry cleaner or laundromat near your house, some of them do it per pound. There are some online services that pick them up from your door. I feel like there are a lot of opportunities for laundry service to fit every need and budget. If you are still doing your own laundry, you got a lot of time on your hands. Somebody else folding your laundry back and putting it at your door, and all you got to do is put it up. Game changer. Again, I'm not perfect by no means. One thing I cannot let go that I know I need to, X. Elon Musk got me in a chokehold. I am doing my best to get off that app. But until then, I still got my tweets to keep y'all alive. This tweet says, failure will not kill you. Stop being afraid to fail. Stop being scared to start because of your fear of failure. You will not win every time. I'm telling you, it's safe to say none of us want to be losers. But since we talking about starting over, let's get real. Some friends ain't gonna get left. What's the point of a new beginning if you bring in the fake friends with you? This episode, we laying it out plain. Before we separate the friends from the frauds, can I ask you a question? Can we please give women the space to be bad friends? No, but for real. We have to think about how women have been socialized for friendship. Shows like Sailor Moon and phrases like best friends forever have had us thinking that friendships are these fixed things that are never going to change, right? Wrong. Friendships go through phases just like every other relationship. People change, people mess up, and guess what? That includes you too. You are not no perfect friend. So why do we expect friendships to be this fairy tale, but accept the emotional roller coaster that comes with romantic relationships? Exactly. Just remember, friendship is not about perfection. It's about adapting and adjusting. And since some of y'all need to adapt and adjust, let's get into these questions. I have been running a successful event decor company for the last few years. Every time I bring up doing it full time, my close friend tells me it's a bad idea. I know I got 4 kids and stability matters, but it's never encouraging or not right now. It's just a flat out no. Is this a red flag? Yes and no. So I don't know your business completely. You mentioned that you have 4 kids. Is there an actual plan involved? Do your friend know something about your habits that shows them like maybe you won't be able to cover doing this full time? Maybe You not that good of an event planner, and she low-key trying to tell you don't jump into this full time because she feel like you not good enough. I don't feel like it's a full-on red flag, but for me and my friends, if my girl tell me she want to sell crack tomorrow, I'm opening up a crack house. I don't care if it's a bad idea. If my friend wants to do something, it's only my role to be encouraging. It's not your role to pour into her and be a naysayer. I feel like Black women, especially if this is a Black woman, most of our audience is Black, so I hope you is. We deal with enough doubt from the outside. If your homegirl is coming to you for a push-up, I feel like you got to give it to her. 4 years running a successful event business, I feel like that's good enough skin in the game. I feel like you could potentially do it. Is it a red flag? It's a little orange. Not completely, but kinda. I don't know all the particulars of the situation. She might be looking out for you, or she might be a hater. Who knows? But good luck. Hey, Jen, I am not trying to be rude, but my homegirl is kind of a hoe. That was very, very rude. Like, that was very, very rude. I love her and let her do her thing, but in caps. Every time I think I like somebody or tell her they are cute, she said they have talked. Talked is in parentheses, aka a few dates and some sex. I do not care at this point. That is not a question. You just wanted to tell me that's girl business. You may as well have just sent me her name. Dang. She don't got him. I feel like you scared of her. She big sis. You can't fuck after her. Why her telling you that she don't already mess with somebody is deterring you from messing with them? You said you don't care. Again, you being messy. And like I said, if you're watching the show, you like to be a little messy. Love you so much. Thank you for writing. I always initiate hangouts with my new homegirl. Could this be us just not knowing each other, or should I take a step back? You don't know this girl. She should have to initiate to hang out with you. And then it depends on your relationship. Like, how close are you all trying to get? Is she somebody you run into at the bar, or is she somebody who you are really trying to grow a friendship with? I feel like, especially because they're new, you probably just don't know this girl personality well enough, or maybe she don't trust or don't know you well enough to want to hang out with you. I don't think it's anything that you should take personal, but also don't be no bugaboo. You can't keep hitting this person up. And if they really don't want to hang out or do things with you, continue to talk to them. Like, it's not anything you should stress yourself over. Also, again, they are new. I feel like you can live life without them. You should not be stressing out on whether or not you all will be a good fit or have a good relationship. I don't think it's too much, especially because you all don't know each other. But if you feel like you at the point where you're being a pester, definitely fall back. You would hate for somebody to post up with you and they in the DMs like, damn, this bitch always bothering me. You don't want that, do you? Yeah, I changed my mind. Hang back. You don't have to initiate every single hangout. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. But if you realize yourself being a bother, or she's really not trying to pursue any type of friendship with you, you can leave it alone. My friend vents about his wife, but he stays wrong. He's also the type you can't correct. How do I tell him respectfully that he don't be right in these situations? Just like that. I don't think men are right anyway. So just tell him flat out, your wife is right. You're wrong. Listen to her. Go home. Flat out. Next question. Oh, I like this one. A guy was talking to both my homegirls. One of them told me he's been saying horrible things about her and thinks I should tell the other. Should I pass the message or stay out of it? Stay out of it. I don't care what he say about that girl. If you tell this young lady what that man said about you, 9 times out of 10, y'all are not going to be friends after the fact. So if you want to get rid of her, I feel like go ahead and tell her. But 100%, I feel like you should stay out of it. And has a friend ever broken your heart? I hate telling this story. So in high school, I had a very good friend who was my, I would say, best friend all 4 years of high school. I went to college. I went away to college. I went to Michigan State, go green. And I met a girl who I went to high school with. We was not that close in high school, but we knew each other like very, very casually. Mind you, the new friend who I met at school and my high school best friend had a birthday that was a day apart. This was at the beginning of the school year, so I didn't know if my sister was going to drive back and forth to Lansing to be able to take me home. The girl who I just got close with at school, older sister, offered to take me to Detroit for the weekend. Of course, I'm not going to miss up a free ride to Detroit. Wanted to get my hair done, wanted to get my nails done, so I went. In lieu of us driving from Lansing to Detroit, she told me that they were going out for her birthday and did I want to come? I'm like, I've been hanging out with this girl. Sure, why not? Mind you, my high school best friend asked me, was I coming to Detroit for her birthday? And I told her I was not sure. I went out with my new friend for her birthday, took pictures, had a good time, was all over Facebook. She sent me a text message, and I kid you not, I remember what it said to this day. She said, "You're a fake, you're a follower, you're a liar, and you don't know who your real friends are." And we never talked after that day. My heart was so broken because I'm like, I got to know this girl all 4 years of high school. My dad died my senior year of high school. She was with me the whole way. It was a whole bunch of like craziness with my family. Her mom was going to let me move into her house. Like, I thought we were sisters, apparently. And when she sent me that text message, it broke my heart. And ever since then, I had to be honest with myself about like, outside of the type of friendships that I want to have, I want someone who believes that I'm a good judge of character and I have a good character, and anything that I do to somebody would not hurt them intentionally. And also, I really wish to this day, mind you, I'm old. This was over 15 years ago. I wish she offered me the opportunity to have a real conversation. I feel like that was not extended. There was no explanation now on the ride home to Detroit that this birthday thing happened to happen, that I was not sure if I was going to go to Detroit or not. None of that grace was extended to me. So me moving forward as a friend, when there is a misunderstanding, I'm extending the grace immediately, because what happened to me, I would never want to do that to nobody else. But that's the last time a bitch broke my heart. It ain't gonna happen again. Next question. This one weird. Okay. My friend was there every step of my pregnancy, hosted my baby shower, and called my son her nephew. But now that he's here, she hasn't visited once. What is that about? I have no idea. I feel like it's strange overall, but also I think and this is me as a mother, I think the inching up and all of the celebration and all the happiness around having a baby is very, very different from that baby being here. Let me tell you why. Now this is a living, breathing thing and the baby is here. I feel like friends end up having to come to terms that our relationship is really about to change. I know the type of relationship that we had before, me dragging you everywhere, us being up and ready to go, you always being in a good mood, you always having energy, especially as a new mom, all of that is gone. And there's a possibility that she can't face the reality that the friend that she had won't be here today. But also, don't take that out on the kid. I really don't understand what that's about. I really feel like it's strange. But at the same time, as a mom, I am very, very cautious of people who don't care for my children. So even if this is a friend who you feel was very, very close to you during your pregnancy, if you want to open that door back up and allow them to be around, be cautious. They are very clearly a flaky person. So I don't take inconsistency in the life of my child. So approach with caution. That's all I got. I feel like that question was very, very weird. Somebody disappearing after the baby is born, that's baby daddy tease. I'm not expecting that from a homegirl. Can't lie. All right, we got this question. I feel like this is relatable because it's happening to a lot of people. I'm on a sober journey and I've told everyone, but this one friend keeps asking if I want to drink. Is this out of habit or does she low-key want me to fall off? Now, the friend who is extending grace and is in good faith, people change their minds all the time, especially about being sober. People be like kind of sober, only drink on a weekend type. Maybe she's just doing it out of habit, or maybe she just wants to be polite, especially if you're in a group and you offering everybody a drink, like trying to make sure that you're still feeling included and giving you the opportunity to say no. But at the same time, girl, you know what the fuck going on. I feel like she might want to catch you slipping up. I don't think it is an ill faith. It might be out of habit, but even if so, even if it's out of habit, you know what I'm going through, you know what's going on. I don't think she means ill. That's just where I'm coming from. Maybe people might feel differently. Let's see. I'm in my early 20s and my friends never want to go out. We are too young to be this boring. How do I get them to go outside? So this is something, this is TTGN speaking. Being young 20 ain't what it was. Ain't no more $5 happy hours. It's no more $2 Tuesdays. Going out is so expensive now. I really feel like the young people in their 20s just don't have the money and the resources to be able to go out every single day or spend a lot of money outside. like TT did when she was young. So I just feel like, why do outside got to be the activity that y'all want to do? If you saying your friends are not outside type of girls, instead of trying to drag them outside, why don't y'all do stuff inside? I see so many cute girl nights on Pinterest and Instagram and TikTok. Why don't you all try to do something like that? If these young ladies have expressed to you that being out all the time is not their wheelhouse, it is not up to you to change. Be a good friend. Maybe cater to their interests every once in a while. And once they see that you're interested, maybe they'll pop a bottle. Maybe they'll come outside. Let's see. Who knows? I'm so grateful for my girls who love me in every single season. So much, I had to make a post about it. God brought me sanity in the form of my friends. Q Girl by Destiny's Child. If you really want to do something for your friends, send in this episode. If they really feeling it, tell them to like, tell them to subscribe, tell them to comment. But I will see y'all, my friends, on another episode of Ask Jen. Bye.